This is the NBA on 2K Sports. Welcome, fans. Wednesday in the NBA. It'll be Carmelo Anthony and the New York Knicks facing off against Jeremy Lin and the Houston Rockets. And that's a wrap for me here in the studio. Now let's send you out to Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke. I'll see you again at halftime.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Ace to the OV. I used to move by the OZ. I guess even back then you could call me CEO of the ROC. Watch out the frying pan into the fire. I'll be the music biz #1 supplier. Not DOC, but similar to the letters. No one can do it better. I check cheddar like a food inspector. My homie Strick told me, dude, finish your breakfast. So that's what I'ma do. Take you back to the dude with the Lexus. Fast forward the jewels in the necklace. Let me tell you, dudes, what I do to protect this. Shoot at you, act just like movie direction.
Just earlier, the fans on their feet as the national anthem rang out throughout the arena. We'll see the New York Knicks facing the Houston Rockets. We're happy to have you with us for 2K Sports midweek presentation of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Big three, Carmelo Anthony, Amari Stoudemire, and Tyson Chandler at the 3, 4, and 5. Lonnie Brewer out there with Felton. And for the Rockets, Patterson plays down low with the Sheik. Kevin Martin and Chandler Parsons at the 2 and 3. And it's Lin in at the 1 spot.
You know, Houston for the last several years has tried to get a star player on the roster. But it's so difficult to do. There's only about 10 of them in the entire league. But what they've done is they've put a lot of good players on the floor. They've built their asset base. And they're poised to make a deal when the right one comes their way.
Outside, Felton. Feeds it to Stoudemire. Working on a Sheik. Fires from 14. Offensive rebound. The pass to Carmelo. On the wing, Brewer. Second chance shot. Goes up with it again. Tries yet again. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to fall.
Pretty good defense there. I mean, that's a shot that he can make, but they really challenged him.
Lin, he's covered by Felton. And Chandler sends it back. And here is Felton. Left side, Chandler. And that comes off the assist by Raymond Felton. Chandler's got the first points up on the board tonight here for the Knicks. Really, if you don't have a top 10 player in the league, you just continue to gather talent, and that's what the Rockets have really done.
Yeah, and you call that stockpiling assets. If you aren't building around someone, then you get as many good assets as you can because they're always movable, and I think Houston has done a nice job with that. They're in a position to add pieces or even trade for additional pieces now.
Now let's find out what head coach Mike Woodson had to say to Doris Burke. Doris?
He said he certainly followed the rise of Jeremy Lin into a prime-time point guard in this league, and he told me we need to try to limit his penetration. That's where he's most effective, slashing and with the drive and kick. Guys, Lin has certainly been working to improve his outside shot, but sometimes you have to pick your poison, and they'll live with him shooting from outside. Back to you.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Here's Felton.
Well, the Sheik wasn't the biggest name on the free agent market, but he was an intriguing one with the way he played for the Bulls last year. It was enough for the Rockets, and they signed him to a pretty hefty deal. He will fight you down low, guys. Really battles in there. He comes up with a lot of second-chance buckets.
Felton against Lin. He kicks it to Martin. Jacks up a 3. Amari Stoudemire with the rebound.
Well, Sheik wasn't the biggest free agent name on the market last summer, guys, but he will have a huge impact for the Rockets. One of the best defensive centers in the game. I don't think he's a 40-minute-a-night guy, but he can make a huge impact playing 20, 25 minutes, especially on the defensive end of the floor.
Here's Lin, following the score by New York. High post shot, Felton with some nice D. The Knicks have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Back to Chandler. There's the dish to Brewer. Gets it to go. Brewer's got his second basket.
Creating that kind of shot in close is really your primary objective every possession.
Well, the Knicks the last few years haven't really been known for being a great defensive team. But maybe that will change with Mike Woodson coming in. A more traditional style NBA coach who's going to play a little bit slower pace, a little more isolation stuff. And as a result, maybe his team will be in better position, at least transition-wise, defensively.
Stoudemire outside. He feeds it to Carmelo. He passes to Felton. For 3. Kevin Martin with the rebound. You can see the results last year, Steve. You know, the Knicks clearly seem to be more focused on defense. I think it helped their offense, and Clark had clearly helped them get into the playoffs.
Well, Kevin, I think the question for this year is whether or not they'll be able to keep that same energy and focus for a full season. I mean, they have the players to get it done, so we'll see how it plays out.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. And a new group in for the Knicks. Kidd off a pick from Anthony. Kidd gets the bucket.
That's what a good solid screen will do for you. It gets you a good look at the hoop.
Rockets have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Douglas dishes to Delfino. And White kicks to Delfino. Over Anthony from the right block. The shot is good. And so it's New York with it. Backs him down. Puts it up. Here's Camby. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Great job. Taking it right at the defense. I like the aggressiveness.
Yeah, he left them no choice but to foul there.
First trip to the line for him here.
And because he struggled with his free throw shooting so much last season, I thought he was hesitant at times to be aggressive. Wasn't looking to draw contact and was trying to avoid getting to the foul line.
And he knocks down the first one. The Knicks making a switch here. And both free throws good for Camby. We've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Douglas with it. The feed to Lamb. He dishes it to Douglas. Pass to Lamb. And some nice passing there by Houston. Launches a 3. And Tony Douglas hits from deep. 11 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Felton. A second chance effort, and the layup good by Smith.
Real persistence on his part. Stayed with the play and cashed in with the second chance points.
Heaves it up. Shot is off. And so, lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. It's the Knicks, up by 1. We've got more in store for you right after this.